everybody, to Us Against the Gods. A couple things before we get started today. If you know someone who wants to play in a G-America game, I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the wait list for a campaign slot or into one shot, because all the campaigns are currently full. We do have some cool things coming on Patreon, so go check that out over at patreon.com/GMEric. We also have the YouTube channel where we've got tons of content for you guys to check out. If you watch the YouTube stuff, do it the thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. And we have a couple new products over at gmeric.com right on the front page. We have a tiny yet smighty mug and travel mug. Want to get something for your altitudely challenged friends? Go ahead and pick one up today. We also have a clip contest going on where if you toss a clip or timestamp in the clip contest channel, you'll be automatically entered to win a hero shirt of your favorite character at the end of the month. Well, let's go ahead and get you guys started because it is time to play some D&D. And Aowen will be here. They're just running a little behind. So we will continue going with them for the time being. And we've got lots of stuff to cover for you. All right. Now, you guys are adventuring in the Fey realms of Toivoa. After a significant journey through the plains and having dealt with the Musatar village and the threat of the Wendigo that had been corrupting the village, you guys entered the Sporist, where you guys made some friends, quote unquote, maybe, perhaps, who escorted you towards a cave entrance where you guys were warned about a dangerous creature inside, only to discover that, yes, the danger is quite extreme. Currently, Winkle has been mauled by a dragon and is lying dead in the bottom of the cave. That's where we pick up, with Winkle's turn not happening at the moment because he is dead. Hopefully he gets better soon. So, Islaren,
Hopefully, it's mostly dead.
we shall see. Islaren Shonazeth, we go to your turn. What would you like to do?
Right, I'm gonna rush forward. 20. I'm going to feint at the dragon, and then as I get into its reach, I'm going to duck down. I'm going to grab some diamonds out of my component pouch and cast Revivify on Winkle.
Very well. Winkle, you will return to life with 1 hit point.
Stretch off.
I better not even sneeze.
And then I will also snap off a potion of superior healing from my potion belt and feed that to you. That is about all I can do.
Very well. At the end of your turn, the dragon is going to take a legendary action and claw at Winkle. As we reach to tear at Winkle's flesh, the 16 scratches against his armor.
Nope, doesn't hurt.
Twilight's
Finally.
call. Sorry, it would be an 18, but still doesn't harm you because you were still prone. Go ahead. Twilight?
If he's not dead, I am going to kill him. And Twilight will continue to move down this aisle, this cave, and will take the dash action and will continue to move down and down and down. Still nobody, alone, by myself. Let's split the party, he says. Great idea, he says. Alone in a cave in the Fey rooms. Fantastic.
As your whiskers twitch once again, the dragon will take a second legendary action. to claw at Winkle's prone form. Winkle, does a 30 strike you?
Yeah,
Winkle, you will fall unconscious. You're not dead,
You
but
should have 16 hit points left, given the potion.
Yeah.
True. Correct. I'm sorry, my mistake. Winkle, you are still conscious. Potion of healing gave you 31 hit points. I missed it. I'm sorry. So you are still conscious as the dragon tears at you. The potion keeping you alive for now. Go to Absinthe's turn. What would our little dragon friend like to do?
He's hiding under my hair and dodging.
Awesome. The lair fires off. And we're going to figure out what gets shuffled here. Eowyn is going to be shuffled and will be transported away from where he's currently at. And then the dragon. The dragon also gets transported somewhere else to there, where it roars at seeing Twilight's Call.
Oh, Twilight, dive!
Those are the only people next to crystals at the moment. Covet Von Sin, what would you like to do?
She is still gonna be looking for people, and Twilight went around the bend, so she's gonna run that way. And then die. That's as far as she can go.
Right?
Absent's supposed to be on her.
Okay. Anything else, Covet?
That's as far as she can go.
What would Owlister like to do?
Twilight is going to say, Alistair, I choose you. Use flyby and help action.
Okay.
And you'll have him fly at the dragon.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if he can get all the way over there yet or not. He can only go 60 feet.
Okay.
So that's 35. Yeah, he can only get to right about there.
Okay. Anything else for Alistair?
No, that's it. But he'll attempt to, if he gets close enough, use the help action to grant somebody advantage on the dragon.
I believe they have to give you the help action when they're adjacent to you. We'll double check on that. Help action.
You have to be within 5 feet of the creature that's getting targeted.
Yeah. You have to be within 5 feet of the target. Help them. So if
They
someone
don't have to be within 5 feet. The owl has to be within 5 feet.
right
Right.
of the person being helped.
Of the target being affected.
Right. And the target of your help action would be the person. Oh, so the target. Okay. So yeah, if this thing gets within 5 feet of the owl. Yep. Cool. Ayla, what would you like to do?
That's a good question. Okay, I am going to let me make sure something. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to dash my 60 feet
Okay.
to there. And that's about all I can do, I think.
Cool. Eowyn, finding where he is, going to say a bad word. And he's going to activate the crystal. And will appear at number 12. That's awesome. Eowyn is going to end up being Winkle. I think Eowyn would use a healing word. That moment. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So targeting Winkle, we will use a healing word. Oh. Winkle, you recover 10 more hit points.
Anyone take a couple steps away from the crystal.
All right. And then we'll go to Chykig the Insane, who is going to move to here and attack Owlister. As we bite at Owlister, we kill Owlister.
No!
Owlister is dead. And then we will continue moving. And I have moved 10 feet, so we are going to go ahead and continue moving. As we surge forward, we can make our way all the way to here. All right. I've bitten. I have 2 claw attacks still, which we will make against either Twilight's Call or Serona. 1d2. Oh. 1d. All right. So, Twilight, the 2 claw attacks come out against you, sir. The first being a 17 to harm you,
That misses,
and the second would be a natural 1.
and that also misses.
Understood. Winkle, you are conscious but laying on the ground. What would you like to do?
Well, I need to stand up.
That uses half of your movement.
Well, can I turn to Ms. Lauren and say, what should I do?
Go this way. All three of
Will
us should
do.
stick together. We should stay away from the crystals now. Now that we're all united.
I have moved 15 feet.
Very well. You want to dash or dodge?
I'll just stand right here. I'm
Okay.
dodging.
Cool. Then we go to Islar and Shanazeth. Actually, before that, we're going to take a claw attack at Twilight or Zerona. Twilight, we claw at the 26, deal 13 damage.
I'm going to actually, yeah, I can't. And I will Silvery Barbs that and make him re-roll that, giving myself the d20.
Very well. Claw returns as a 24 to slash you,
And that still hits.
dealing you 13 damage.
Okay.
Understood. It's Lauren. Now we go to your turn.
Right. 30. I think I'm just gonna dash. I do want to keep within the aura though, so stay. let's make haste. We should catch up with the others as quickly as possible. And I'll end my turn here, but I'm gonna prepare to moving the full 60 feet, in future turns unless we run into the dragon.
Very well. At the end of Lauren's turn, I will use my second legendary action to claw Twilight. 28 to slash you, Twilight.
And that, is it against me or is it against Serana?
This one will be against Serona, as he suffers 13 damage.
Alright.
Alright. Cool. Then it goes to your turn, Twilight. As your mount is taking the hit for you.
Yep. I am going to, where to go?
He's trying to find it.
So, on the back side of this crystal dragon,
Yes.
I am going to activate the Dominion of the Shattered Minds. I thought it'd be fitting for this crazy dragon, and I'm going to activate Synaptic Static.
Okay. Cool. This is an intelligence saving throw. Really need to make this one. The 21, I will succeed on my saving throw.
I will silvery barbs that.
Okay, granting yourself advantage.
Yeah, giving it back to myself. So,
Very well. Oh, the
Yes,
intelligence
apple.
saving throw results in a 17. So that's going to fail. And let's see. I want to use. No, we're not going to use it. Cool. Alright, so we will
And that's
receive
4
synaptic
seconds.
static. It was for 31 or 34.
34 psychic damage.
Very well. Got it.
And it's 1d6.
Very well. And we put a little icon on him for that. Awesome. Anything else from Twilight?
Yeah, I don't like being in melee range of this dude. So I will activate my blessing of MKL. I actually grabbed a whole bunch of people. So I will
You gonna
that's
teleport?
no, I'm not going to teleport.
Not using it. Okay.
Because for some reason, I remember somebody saying teleporting in this cave is bad.
Yep.
Yep. Several people have said that.
We'll go ahead and hide that one. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Twilight?
Yeah. Serana's going to take 2 attacks and do her flyby, and we're going to move out of his reach. Here she goes. 1 and 2.
Either of those strike hard enough to get through its crystalline skin.
And we'll move back that direction, and around the corner. There.
Cool. All right. So, as you go around the corner, we will go to Absinthe.
And we will tell the party over here, there's a crazy dragon over there.
All right.
Absinthe is going to hide under of its hair and dodge.
Okay. That's when the lair fires off. Anyone near a crystal has to roll 1d16. Only one. And that's going to be the dragon. Dragon will teleport somewhere you guys are unaware of. You hear a roar throughout the cavern. Of it, what would you like to do?
Is the dragon still there?
He was.
She's actually going to move this direction. Because she wants to keep the party together as much as possible. So because she doesn't know where the dragon is, she is going to keep heading in that direction that she was planning.
Sure.
And so she has dashed 60 feet, and she can see Twilight, and that makes her feel a lot better.
Cool. Then we would go to Ayla Taylor.
Twilight, did you see Bwinkle?
Not yet. But when I do, I'm gonna kill him.
No! All right, so I'm gonna dash 60 feet also. And you'll have to stand in line to kill him.
Are you saying you have priority?
Wives always have priority.
That's fair.
All right.
So
Anything
I'll
else?
stand here and dodge as needed.
Very well. Eowyn does not like being separated from the party and has people around, so we're going to...
I think everyone just got
Eowyn is
in
here.
Discord.
There's Eowyn. Welcome, Eowyn. Hope you're having a wonderful day. As a catch-up, there is a dragon inside this crystal cavern that killed Bwinkle, but Bwinkle got better.
I got better.
You, Islarin, and Bwinkle are within 20 feet of each other, and Islarin is pointing towards the south as a passage to go through, as long as you do not end near any of the big crystals.
Is there anything I can do for Winkle?
That's up to you. You do have some healing words available still.
Yeah, we'll use a healing word on him.
Also notably, you're at below half health.
I noticed when opening the character sheet. That's what made me read the recap.
Further people who are watching at home, we do recaps over on our Discord, so join the Discord and check those out.
It's helpful. So helpful when you miss a session. And sometimes leave you with more questions than answers.
Indeed.
Like,
That's why you can watch all the episodes
was-
back at YouTube.
was separating the party intentional?
No.
No.
That was Bwinkle being Bwinkle.
Didn't
Okay.
separate us.
Good to know.
Dang dragon did.
All
I
right.
did the same as you would, Twilight. I heard that my wife was in danger, and I went to save her. Oh well, didn't work out.
All right. Well,
If they
Winkle, you recovered 8 hit points thanks to the healing word from Eowyn.
Thank you, Ale.
Awesome. Cool. Anything else you'd like to do,
you stop
Eowyn?
trying to kill yourself.
Stop trying to kill yourself, he says. You want to move her at all?
I heard something about voiding the crystals. Would it be safe to move around here?
Yes. As long as the dragon doesn't appear.
Gotta
Slar,
work
I
out
think
like-
Eowyn's asking you if it's safe to move there.
Yeah, as long as you don't end up within 5 feet of one of the crystals, then well, the dragon's still the only danger, but nothing. And then everything we normally do to fight monsters. But yeah,
Okay.
over here is good. Up to here, I think here is as far as I would go, unless you can get like past the crystal entirely. I think you might be able to do a
Okay.
dash. I'm not sure.
I think you actually have to touch the crystal or be right next to the crystal for it to affect you.
So technically, you could get all the way to here as a point if you wanted to.
Uh, I think I'm just gonna move right here for now because
Okay,
I want to be around in case Twinkle kills himself again.
understood.
Oh, you want to recover the moose burgers?
I'd rather that moose be alive.
Aw, someone's bluffed. Wiggle's hit points. Oh. There you go. All right. Oh,
That's still pretty pitiful.
nope. All right. After Eowyn, we
As
go
pitiful as your father.
to. Wow. Somewhere in this tunnel, the dragon is going to attempt to recharge its breath weapon,
No.
which it gets back.
No. Oh.
Then we're going to use our bonus action to activate a crystal. And we are going to teleport number 7.
Don't tell me.
Geyser!
As the dragon arrives, it's going to open its jaws and it's going to breathe outwards in a cone.
Is that magic or is it?
Magic. Not a spell, but it is magical.
It's not a spell.
Not a spell, it's a breath weapon. It's called a spell-like ability.
So it is magic.
It is
Okay.
magic, and it extends
Okay.
out 90 feet in a cone to catch all of, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hold on. What's this? What's reach?
No,
7.
as the radiant energy courses blasting through the tunnel, I need each of you to make Constitution saving throws or suffer 53 radiant damage.
Well,
Use your thing.
Using my heroic inspiration.
Very well.
I just made it. Holy smoke.
Well, that
Wow.
still didn't work.
Didn't get me up there. Holy shit.
All right. Did you want to use your inspiration there, Twilight? Or do you want to save that for something else?
I can't get to 22 unless I crit.
Ayla, you've been granted inspiration after the fact here.
Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah. So 53
Does no, that doesn't work on and I can't use counter spell on it, can I?
No, it's not a spell. The breath.
Question on my cloak.
Yes, sir. What about your cloak?
Does it apply to this particular situation?
The cloak. Which cloak do you have?
One that I crafted.
Bring it up to take. And that's the cloak. This is not a spell. So no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yep. All right. So 53 damage dealt to Ayla and Twilight. Covet, you're going to suffer half of that. Be 26.
And I need to roll for Serona as well.
I will say that your little absinthe is decimated by this.
And Serona disappeared.
Serona disappears as well. Understood. Cool. Oh, the last thing we do, step forward next to Twilight's Call. Winkle, what would you like to do?
Winkle's making a deposit.
Understood. We'll come back to Winkle then,
All right.
as the kids are being deposited at the pool. We will then go to Islar and Shonazath, and we'll come back to Winkle.
Right, I'm going to move and I'm going to dash. The 20, and that's as far as I can get. And that'll be it.
Okay, cool. Did Twilight suffer the 53 damage?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down to 117.
Okay. Oh, you had temporary hit point. Okay.
Yeah.
After Islarin, Winkle is not back yet, so after Islarin, we will take a claw attack as a legendary action against Twilight's Call. A 19 to strike you, sir.
Plus the synaptic static.
Yep, let's go ahead and roll that 1d6, correct? 1d6. An 18 to strike you, sir.
That misses.
Very well. I should have rolled a saving throw at the end of my turn, correct?
I don't. Let me pull up the spell.
Yep. The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Go ahead and roll. Great. You're still effective.
Does not. Yeah.
All right.
So 18 does not hit me.
Cool. After Islarin, we go to Twilight's Call.
All right. So Twilight's going to pull out his rapier, and he will attack and will actually apply a defensive flourish to this, not just the master's flourish. So he's actually going to roll one of his inspiration, bardic inspiration die on this one. So first attack.
Well,
Plus the defensive flourish.
very well. Dealing 18 points of damage.
So add the 7 to that, and that increases the AC by 7.
All right, so it totals 25. Very good.
So my AC goes up to 26.
Okay.
Second attack with the rapier.
All right, with a 29, you pierce the dragon, dealing an additional 14 damage. Awesome. Anything else?
I think that will do it.
Okay. Cool. After Twilight's Call, the lair fires off. No one is standing next to a crystal, but no one gets teleported. Everyone's sin.
Okay, she is very upset that Twilight is so close. So she is going to move to here, which is 15 feet. Let me check the measurement to make sure it is correct. Oh, and she needs to move 5 more feet. That's 20. And with that, she's going to go ahead and point at the dragon and do Empowered Hex on it.
It is already hexed. You had a hex
Oh,
of
is it?
10 damage.
Okay.
Yep.
With 10 damage? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so with that, she is going to do Eldritch Blast, the first attack, one with darkness, because she hasn't used that one yet.
The 32 blasts it, dealing 11 force damage. Plus 10.
She plus the 10. Okay, so that's 22, 21 force damage. Okay, so second hit. That one. Third hit.
33 blasts it, dealing 23 points of damage.
She has one more hit. 28.
For an additional 21. As the Wrath of Covet blasts into the dragon. Anything else?
She actually kind of, she looks at the dragon and she's like, she actually kind of snarls at it because she's just like, get away. Because she's pissed.
Very well.
She's tiny, she mighty, and she's pissed.
All right. Cool. Well, at the end of your turn, I'm going to take a legendary action and claw at your husband. The 26 to cut him.
So Twilight will use his reaction and apply shield, increasing his AC to 31.
Cool.
Let me cast that spell right now.
Awesome.
There it goes.
And then we return back to Winkle's turn. What would you have done, Winkle?
I probably would have realized I was standing by myself and screamed, "Oh no! Oh no!" and ran like hell.
Understood. As you left some moose pies behind, for those who cannot see, Ayla is nodding.
So I wanted to catch up with the group.
Okay. Did you want to dash or did you want to dodge?
Dodge.
Very well. Then I will take my third legendary action and claw at Twilight's Call. The 27, I don't get through that shield.
That miss.
Ayla, what would you like to do?
I'm going to use a potion of supreme healing on myself first.
Okay. Recover 41 hit points with your potion of supreme healing.
Yay.
Right? What else?
I'm going to move. Maybe I'm going to move to here. I counted right.
Okay.
And cast where is it? I had it right here. It reset. Okay, Spirit Guardians.
Very well.
And it will be necrotic damage.
No, Lily, not spirit. What?
You can
Yes.
do
You can
necrotic
choose.
damage with it.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
She can
I
choose
did
between,
necrotic damage with it. So
I
I'm
forgot
not
about
quite
necrotic.
close enough, but if I get close enough, it'll do damage.
All right. So I presume you're excluding Covet and Twilight from your Spirit Guardian damage.
Of course I am.
Awesome.
Anybody in our group, I'm excluding.
Unfortunately, it has to be people you can see. So, Covet
Okay,
and Twilight
well-
will be excluded from that.
So when I get to the others, I quit thinking about it.
Correct. I just have to jump through the hoops of holding you to task. That's all.
Thank you.
Awesome. We go to Mr. Aowen.
I'm gonna use another healing word on Winkle because I'm paranoid.
Okay. Wiggly, you recover 9 more hit points.
Thank you.
And, I'm gonna move up to here. And I should have enough movement for down here, right?
Yeah, you've got a lot of movement.
Oh,
Move
right.
all the way to Slarn if you wanted to.
Right, h- right
Yeah.
here looks safest.
Of course. What's the worst that could happen?
I don't feel safe now.
That's his job.
I'm out here trolling. There, little dragon.
Speaking of little dragon, it becomes the dragon's turn.
I can't heal you forever. Stop that.
The dragon attempts to recharge its breath weapon.
Does a synaptic static apply to this roll?
No, it's for attack rolls, not recharges. Nice try.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, good try.
with a 3, I did not get that back. Instead,
Thank you.
we're going to ravage Twilight's Call. Twilight, we are going to claw bite at you. The first claw be a 31 minus a d6.
Minus a d6.
A 30 to strike you, sir.
Does not get through my AC.
The second claw attack be a
Does
21.
not
That
get
won't
through
harm
my
you.
AC.
And then we bite down as the giant jaws with crystalline teeth open wide. You manage to deflect them with that arcane barrier. Right? As the dragon is foiled by this, you're going to look at you, Twilight, and in the situation, the fact that we have 3-on-1 and I'm not able to hit you, and your reaction's already been consumed, I'm going to step back, and I'm going to activate the crystal with my bonus action. And we're going to teleport. And we will teleport here.
You didn't hear me. I said, "Hot shit."
As the dragon appears here, it splits the party once again. Winkle, what would you like to do?
Give me a minute.
Okay.
How far can I run?
You can run 30 feet, and then you can dash for another 30 feet. And that crystal is right there if you wanted to. Are you going to run under the dragon's legs? Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
And then go another what? 30 feet?
If you move without disengaging, I will take an opportunity attack against you.
He's telling you to disengage.
I'm disengaging.
Okay, so you can only go 5 more feet then. Or you can attack it. Your choice.
Kelly.
Give me a minute. I can either move 5 feet or attack it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I'm going to be stupid.
Understood. Or you can run 30 feet and just let me swing at you.
No, you've got too good of a shot.
The dice like this dragon.
The dice do like this dragon. The first shot with a natural 1, you're using a longbow in melee. You want to switch to a battle axe for the second attack? A great axe? The great axe with a 21 cuts, dealing 9 slashing damage to the dragon.
Finally.
Your third attack, sir? And with the 25, you cut it for an additional 13. Dragon roars in pain at you. Anything else?
Can I move or I've
Nope,
got to
that's it.
attack?
You have a bonus action if you wanted to use it, but that's it.
Let me look at what I forgot. Hold on. Oh, action surge.
All right, you're going to attack 3 more times?
Yes.
Very well. Winkle is vertical, and with the great axe, it's just going to start hacking away. The next attack with your action surge. Cuts for 12 damage. Cuts again for 15 more. And the last one is deflected off by the facet of one of its crystalline wings.
Okay. See y'all later. Moose burgers on me.
Very well. Again, of Winkle's turn, it becomes the dragon's turn. The dragon is done with doing any of this random stuff. We're attacking Winkle with a claw as a legendary action. A 24 to slash you, sir.
Minus the D6.
Minus a d6. Which I forgot to roll my saving throw against. We'll go ahead and do that now. It would not be affected by that. So, the 24 would be a 22 to hit you, Winkle.
Yep, that did it.
Dealing 10 slashing. And he is no longer synaptic static.
Okay.
Alright. Islarin.
All right, I'm gonna step up 10 feet. Winkle, do you want me to move you 1 space down?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
I'm tired of being Dragon Chow.
Dragon Chow. Dragon Chow.
And then I'm gonna attack it 3 times. 2 and 3.
As you pierce it twice and then bludgeon it, you're going to deal 14 plus 17 would be 31. 31 plus 10 is... well, you don't have the third one, so...
Yeah, the radiant also shouldn't be applying, I don't think.
No? Why would it not?
That's... But
We were told it was immune to radiant
Oh, you're
damage.
correct. I'm sorry. Resistant to the radiant. So it would be 13 plus 16, so 29 damage. Resistant, not immune, but... Alright. Anything else, Islarin?
nothing else in here, and hopefully it attacks me instead of Michael.
Understood. Cool. At the end of Islarin's turn, we have people here. At this point, yeah, you know what? 1d3. What would the dragon do? Yep, we're going to attack Eowyn.
Sorry, Owen.
Eowyn, a 29 to slash across your chest, dealing 17 damage. Mr. Call, what would you like to do, Twilight?
Alright, now that he's no longer has to be a tank, the shield effect wears off, as so does the bardic goodness wears off as well. Like, wow, I've never had that high of an AC before, but where did the dragon go? Alright, I don't like having the party split, so he's going to run around the corner. Still no dragon, and he's going to continue 40 feet. Alright, ladies, still no dragon. We gotta find the rest of the party. Y'all coming?
On our way.
Working that way.
Twilight will put away his rapier, and he will actually ready a spell. And the spell that he's going to ready as soon as he sees the dragon.
And
Sure.
You ready for it?
Sure, what's the spell? What are you concentrating on? Twilight?
It will be the never-ending parasitic eternal melody of the damned.
Awesome.
A psychic glance.
This is a song that doesn't end.
Then we go to the
Yes, it-
lair. And the lair is going to teleport the dragon.
Oh no.
Oh no. No.
That's great news. That's the
used
best
to like
spot
dragons
we
before
can
this.
imagine.
All right. And then we go to Covet von Sin.
She's gonna keep heading towards
The group.
Twilight and the group. 20, 30, and then she's gonna dash 50, 60. Here. Okay. Staying away from the crystal. Mhm.
Awesome. After Covet, we go to Ayla.
Okay, I'm going to drop the spirit guardians
Very well.
and but I am going to pull up my aura of life.
Okay.
Not a lot, but you know.
Understood.
And then move. Let's see.
Get away from the crystal.
I know, I'm working on it. Dash to there. So that should give Covet and Twilight at least 1 point of healing.
I'm not dead yet. I'm still
Exactly.
breathing.
Goals.
All right. Anything else, Ayla? No?
I think that's good enough.
Awesome. Then we go to Eowyn's turn.
Not really sure to do because it just disappeared into thin air.
on and see if we can catch up with the others.
Is there a way I can, like, pull out the Dragon Slayer longsword to have prepared?
Sure. You can prepare an action to attack with the Dragon Slayer longsword. Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
You want to move as well?
Others are over here, right?
I'm not going to answer that.
Uh,
It's Lauren.
Yeah, he won't tell us
Anyone's
which
asking
way
for
it
direction.
Good to
This
know.
this way goes toward the exit and the rest of the party.
Headed south is what
Assum-
Lauren's recommending.
assuming they haven't teleported.
Did you ping over here?
Yes.
Down this way.
Okay. Move up to here.
Very well.
Oh.
Cool.
If I have to use a dash for this, I'll use it.
Oh, no, that's so if you dash, you won't be able to attack with your longsword if the dragon appears. You can dash, but you won't be able to attack if the dragon appears. That's up to you.
I'll just go here then.
You're not. What are you saying, GM?
I'm sorry. So the dragon tried to recharge its breath weapon, failed to do so, and then it teleported using its bonus action.
Oh no. Oh no.
So,
Oh no.
Winkle, what would you like to do?
Where'd it go? It went to 3. It went to 3.
He should be behind us.
Let's just group up first.
I love how you guys are. It is here.
Uh-huh.
More annoyed than scared.
All right. Winkle's moving.
Winkle has moved.
You want to
Because that's-
dash?
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else?
No, I'm running like a coward.
Understood. It's Lauren.
No, you're
I'm
running
also-
like somebody who's been dead.
Also going to dash.
He's dead, but he got better.
I was only mostly dead.
Hey.
Bring out your dad. All right. Anything else, it's Lauren?
Clang.
Nothing else.
All right. Twilight's call.
Did not see the dragon, so did not expend the spell. We'll move down this direction. 30 feet.
Well, you cast it and we're concentrating on it, so yes, you can still expend the spell slot. And you can still hold it for now.
Okay.
Preparing a spell, he's casting the spell.
I will be right there.
Cool.
Still prepared to activate it if and when I see
Yep.
a threat.
Cool.
And I have observation on 1, 2, and 3 crystals.
Yep. With your passive history, each of these crystals can see 2 others. So,
Oh,
is that where you want to stop, Twilight?
I am not on top of a crystal.
I'm just asking.
He's 10 feet out.
I'll be there.
Are you sure that's where you want to stop?
We don't trust you. We don't trust you.
Remember, no GM is going to help you.
For the record, I am messing with you 100%. For the record.
On.
All right. The lair fires off. And we're going to teleport someone who's adjacent to a crystal. All right.
Incoming.
Yep, incoming indeed. The dragon appears here.
Oh,
Twilight,
shit.
Yep.
your spell fires off.
Boom.
What's the reach on that
DC
spell?
19. 120 feet.
Very well. So the intelligence saving throw for the dragon. Be a 9. I don't like that one. So we will go ahead and use a legendary resistance. Succeed instead.
How many of those does he have?
He has one more.
So he takes half of 28.
Correct. Right. Half of 28 would be 14. Understood? Cool. That was the lair's action. Miss Von Sin, you can see your husband finish a spell. What would you like to do?
Sorry, I was doing mom thing. Okay, so with that, she's going to move forward 30 feet. And then she's going to dash 30 feet. Oh!
Dragon.
Big ass dragon.
As the haunches of this
Wow.
dragon are massive. Not like a little ass dragon, it's a big ass dragon.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot this thing then.
You dash?
No, I can't do anything. I can't. Yeah, I dash, so I can't do anything.
Okay. You have a bonus action, but that's it. Cool.
Still holding the bonus action of my. I'm still concentrating on that, so I'm good.
All right. I'm going to use a legendary action to teleport. And I can teleport up to 60 feet to a point I can see. Am I going after the married couple or am I going after the armored individuals? We're going to teleport 60 feet to a point I can see. It's going to be here. Rawr. Okay, that's a legendary action. Ayla, what would you like to do?
Yeah. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move 50. Yeah. At another point. Twilight. And then I'm going to throw. Yeah, I'm going to do my bonus and cast spiritual weapon.
Very well.
And that should hit him. Yes.
Yes, dealing 7 damage.
And every little bit helps. And then I'm trying to find something that I can cast. That works.
Spectral frying pan clanged into the dragon.
Can't do a bonus twice. Nope, can't do that. Where is it? Where is it? I think I got one more. Yeah, let's try. Yeah, let's try Toll the Dead.
Very well. That's a wisdom saving throw. I'll get
Yeah.
a 25 and resist your spell.
So, all right. So I won't even cast
I
it.
heard that from I heard Winkle in the background.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
won't even cast it. All right. So that's my turn.
cool. At the end of Ayla's turn, I will take my second legendary action and claw at one of the two people next to me here. Being Twilight's call. Twilight, a 15 won't harm you.
Does not.
Eowyn, you hear the sounds of combat up ahead. What would you like to do?
I don't know if I should try for being a dash, but just stay cautious. It's teleporting clear.
Up to you.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stay cautious. I don't want to be caught off guard.
Okay. There's always that crystal up there if you want to use it.
I don't trust that.
You shouldn't.
I was thinking about it. It's no.
All right.
Smart guy. Smart guy.
Look how well it did for me.
Be quiet.
The third
You almost
legendary
got yourself
action
killed.
is going to be to claw one of the two people here. Coven von Sin! The claw reaches out and will critically miss you.
It Covet flips off the dragon.
All right. That's when it becomes the dragon's turn.
Okay.
We try to recharge the dragon's breath weapon and do so. Being Ayla up there, we are going to move, and we're going to move downwards to here, provoking an opportunity attack from Twilight's Call. Twilight, you use your reaction, though, to cast the spell, right?
Yep, I don't have a reaction.
All right. Then we're going to use our breath weapon. As the cone of radiant energy bursts outwards, it blasts across the three of you once again. I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw or suffer 54 radiant damage. That's not good, guys.
Can I re-roll that? I'm gonna use a inspiration.
Very well. Can you use your inspiration on that cover?
Yes.
Awesome. Covet, you'll suffer the 27 damage instead. Alright. And Ayla, you're going to suffer the 54 radiant damage.
All right.
Covet, you've been granted inspiration once again.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Alright. Then we go to... don't want to be here. So we're going to use our bonus action to activate the crystal.
Does that provoke an opportunity
It
attack?
does not. Not moving out of your reach. Just teleport. You're going to teleport away somewhere else. Whoop. Awesome. Winkle.
I am going to scamper.
Amber and Penguin. Those who remember that show, great.
And I think that's about it.
You want to dash or dodge?
Yeah, let's dash.
Awesome.
Wait, how many feet is that?
You can move an additional 30 feet.
There's the moose.
You see him? You see him?
He's alive.
He's gonna be dehorned and gelded.
No, don't do that.
And with Twilight on this one.
Let me.
Oh, she is white. She gets dibs.
She can have the Rocky Mountain oysters afterwards.
No,
She usually killed him.
those are mine.
Yeah, law say. Just saying.
Okay. So, as Blinker comes running along, we go to Slar and Shadowzath.
Also going to run 30. I'm gonna dash.
What is that aura around you?
Green one is my regular aura protection. Yellow is circle of power, which will come in handy against the breath weapon.
I don't see the green one. All I see is the yellow one. But oh, I feel so protected and powerful. Thank you.
Very well.
That is all I can do
Okay.
now.
Well, it's called.
I'm going to kill a moose. I will, as a
Not
bonus
now.
action, pull off a potion of supreme healing off my potion belt, and I will chug it.
Covering
Nice.
46 hit points. That's pretty good.
Almost replenishing what I lost off of that, from that breath weapon. That did not feel good at all. If you see a dragon, kill it. Stay off the crystals. Let's head back.
Where's the one?
Please tell me Aowen's behind you guys.
Everyone's coming.
All right. Anything else, Twilight?
Behind us.
Twilight will put his rapier away, pull out his longbow, and will move back up towards Ayla, and will goose cut it, and will move up towards the exit of the cave.
Okay.
That wasn't a real goose from you.
No.
All right. Well, after Twilight's call, the lair fires off, teleporting a dragon.
No.
Yes. All right, Covet, what would you like to do?
You said A1's right behind you?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so she is going to move, heading back towards the eggs. What was that, 10 feet?
Yeah.
I can't move my character.
Have to move your character.
There
Right
we
now.
go, I got it. Okay, now I'm good. That's 30. And then she's gonna dash. And pardon me, love, pardon me.
I believe you have been goosed a second time.
I found it!
You moved into my aura, so pick up 1 healing point.
Okay, cool. And I have. And I mean, if I, as she comes back, I'm stuck in a wall. She
Okay.
comes back to here, and he's down the hallway.
You hear the dragon roaring.
I found him. He's at the very end of the hallway. He's at the very end of the hallway.
All right.
Very got it.
Okay. Cool.
And if he decides to come in range, yeah, that's all she can't do. She can't do anything because she dashed.
All right. Cool. After Covet, we go to Ayla Taylor.
Okay, Ayla's gonna move on down this way. Okay, wait a minute, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Plus, let's put it there. Which means it's Lauren and Winkle picked up 1 point of healing. And then I am going to pull a potion of supreme healing off my belt for myself. Good.
41 additional hit points. Anything else from Ayla?
Just gonna pull my frying pan down with me, and then that'll be all I can do.
All right. Eowyn?
I wish I could teleport.
Good. All you gotta do is touch the crystal.
No. Since the dragon's nowhere nearby, I'm just gonna chop everything and go literally as far as I can. How far can I dash from here?
Go a total of 60 feet from where you were, so you can. Oh, that's the wrong tool. But from where you were, right here, you go to here. One space back. Then you'll be good. Awesome.
Like around there.
Yep. As Eowyn comes careening around the corner, carrying a dragon slaying longsword. Dragon Slayer ready to strike. Anything else, Eowyn?
No, that's it.
Alright. It becomes the dragon's turn. Dragon's going to try to recharge its breath weapon. Well, that's the wrong button. We're going to be teleporting with that one.
I was
Yeah.
gonna stay.
But we got our breath weapon back as we teleport.
No.
Oh, yes.
Hell.
You teleport to here. Alright. That's fine. Winkle, what would you like to do? Oh, wait. Yes, that's all I got. Winkle, what are you doing?
Moving.
Yeah?
Right there.
Cool.
Are you drinking potions, Winkle?
I never put the superior potion on my list.
But he doesn't have it.
It's not in his,
Why?
it's not on his belt.
I thought I did, but it apparently got lost. But
Okay.
I can
You
drink
had
the
like
potion of...
5 of them.
Oh, I have 5. And they're
You
regular.
had 5 of them. Okay.
I'm going to drink a potion.
Cool. Recovers 7 hit points.
Better than nothing.
Understood. It's Lauren.
Move ahead. Uh, I'm not gonna dash this time just because I want to make sure Eowyn like can has the time to get up to the group. But I will use my action to get a potion out of my backpack and put it on my belt. And I think I'm gonna move my potion of growth over.
Very well. As you do that, we go to Twilight's Call.
Twilight's gonna step up and look around the corner. Love, I don't see anything that you're talking about.
He must have teleported somewhere. You know how those things work.
And Twilight will keep moving to there, but not to get too far ahead of the party, and will ready his longbow.
Okay. And the lair fires off. Let's see. 1d16. Breath weapon prepared. The dragon teleports to 7. Okay. We're good. Covet.
This is not nerve-wracking at all.
Not
Okay,
at all.
So she moves around the corner.
For the record, this encounter is based off of one of my dad's favorite board games.
Darby Dragons.
Oh, it's called Escape from Fireball Island.
I know that one.
It's a fun one.
Okay, so we are. I'm right here next to Twilight. That's as far as she can go, and she is going to have her Eldritch Blast ready to go. She's going to hold that just in case she sees the dragon.
Okay. Right.
And she hollers back, "Hey guys, it's clear right now."
Cool. At the end of Covet's turn, I'm going to use a legendary action to teleport up to 60 feet to a point I can see. All right. After Covet, we go to Ayla.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds on me.
Covering 35 hit points.
That's a great improvement. And then I'm going to move up this way, a little past Winkle, but not too far because I want to be able to keep my aura in place. I mean, it's just 1 point, but it's a point.
Sure. Cool. Anything else from Ayla?
I think that's it.
All right. The dragon's going to use another legendary action to teleport to a point within 60 feet that I can see. Awen, what would you like to do?
Stash again to get. About here is fine.
All right. Anything else?
AoE, 1 healing point. Just 1. Sorry.
Better than nothing.
That's my thought.
All right.
I think can I use healing word myself?
Yes.
Okay.
Cover 8 hit points. As the dragon will use a third legendary action at the end of your turn. Move up to 60 feet to a point it can see. As you hear the dragon roar behind you guys, comes the dragon's turn.
Is that behind us?
Oh yeah.
I hope so.
The dragon is
Dragon
going,
alert.
No, in front of us.
Not far enough.
the dragon is going to surge forward. As it surges forwards to here.
No.
You know, It's going to use its breath weapon once again.
No.
Oh, yeah. And as the cone of radiant energy bursts outwards 90 feet in a cone, I can't get around the corner to you guys, but I need Ayla, Boikel, Islarin, and Eowyn to all roll their constitution saving throws or suffer 46 points of damage.
You all have advantage because of Circle of Power, and Bwinkle and Eowyn have +5 each because you're within 10 feet of me.
And if you succeed, you will take no damage because of the Circle of Power.
Right.
So I'm going to
You have advantage so you can re-roll that automatically.
well, that didn't do any good. All right, so I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay,
Try to
we'll
get
get
out of
one
it.
roll on this one.
I give up.
All right, Ayla, you are going to suffer 46 radiant damage.
That's better than last time.
Right. And then the dragon's going to be a meaty poopy pants. He's going to use his bonus action to use the crystal.
Go backward.
And the dragon is going to appear over here. Winkle, what do you want to do?
First of all, I'm going to run 30 feet.
Those crystals are a great way to move around the cave.
Already did. That's it.
Okay. As you move up, we will go to Islarin.
I'm also going to move up. I'm going to dash. Yeah, I'm gonna keep dashing this way. Got it.
Cool.
Okay, okay, I think everyone. Okay. I think I was the only person who's not in the circle of power right now, but can get there on his turn. So I'm gonna stay right here.
Very well. After Islarin, we go to Twilight.
Well, I was going to move further down the cave than that, but I guess we're staying closer together, so I'll only move about 10 feet or so, staying within the circle of power. And we'll ready the longbow because I am done with that dragon, and I am ready to go. Actually, you know what? No, not readying the longbow. I am readying Psychic Glance again because I want that dragon stunned.
Okay.
And this is a 4th level Psychic Glance.
Awesome. After Twilight's call, we go to the lair. Point, teleport. Well, next to the crystals. Number 2. Good. Rawr. Covet, what would you like to do? What would she do?
And she will move up next to Twilight. And she will have her Eldritch Blast prepared because she's ready to have Roast Dragon as well.
Cool. Ayla?
That sounds different.
Yes, she does. Covet is AFK at the moment and will be turning momentarily.
Ayla's going to move here. I think that's 30 feet. and bring her frying pan with her. And so everybody in my aura can pick up 1 health point because I picked up some new people there. And I might as well have dashed the other 30 feet. Right there. With frying pan in tow.
Okay. All right. You can only move the frying pan 20 feet if I remember properly.
I just thought I was carrying it. But anyway,
No,
I'll back up.
Yep.
There.
Okay. Eowyn, what would you like to do?
I'll move up to here and then. How far can I dash from here?
Do another 30 feet.
Like around here.
Very well.
These mechanics are so much easier with the mouse.
Yes. All right. Cool. Then we go to the dragon's turn. The dragon's going to try to recharge its breath weapon once again. Not get that back, but we're going to teleport.
Yay!
You're going to not go anywhere. Prepare an action, though. Winkle, what would you like to do?
He's gone again.
All right. I think Winkle's just going to run. We'll let him do his thing on his turn when he returns. Is Lauren?
I'm going to move forward. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash. That'll be it.
Okay. Twilight?
Will continue moving forward my full movement to there, and will continue to hold my spell.
Cool. All right. The lair fires off.
And the Twinkle's back.
All right, Winkle, go ahead and take your turn.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead and take your turn, sir.
I'm going to stay with the group.
Okay.
Smart man. Finally.
All right.
Evidently, you needed to turn it off and on again for that headband of intelligence to work properly.
Oh, I need to do a restart every now.
It needed a reboot.
Understood. Cool. After Winkle runs up, we go to Islarin. Oh, wait, Islarin already went. Twilight, you just went. Lair fired off. Covet, what would she do? As a very masculine Covet's voice comes through.
Covet's upset that Twilight is a lot faster than what she is, and she can only get to there, so readying her Elder's Blast.
Because she's got little legs, right?
And she's a lot shorter.
And she's a
She's
lot
like,
shorter.
small legs, small legs, small legs.
I dare you to say that when Covet is around.
I think you say it all the
Oh,
time.
I have multiple times.
I think that having met Covet IRL, walking through a parking lot, that's a very fast rate of stepping. All right.
She holds me back quite often and says, small legs here.
What would you like to do?
Well, number one, I'm going to drop the concentration on my frying pan. If I need it, I can pull it back up.
There's no concentration on it.
Just leave it alone.
Interesting.
Then number two, let's see, number two action here is I am going to cast, because there's a lot of it in this situation, mass healing word,
Okay.
so everybody gets 16 points.
Awesome. Everyone recovers 16 points of life as the mass healing word comes out from Ayla.
I can still move, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to walk up behind Winkle and Gibb slap him in the back of the head.
All right.
She's learning.
Eowyn, what would you like to do?
If I move to here, will I still be able to prepare the longsword?
No, you can only move 30 feet and prepare the longsword, or you can move 60 feet without doing it. You can get past Islarin if you wanted to dash.
I'm gonna go up to here then and hold off a bit for now.
Gonna hold your
You take-
sword ready?
If you take one more step forward, then you'll be in the aura of protection in case the dragon appears.
There's a crystal there.
All right. Anything else? No? All right. Here comes the dragon's turn. Dragon's gonna try to recharge its breath weapon. Not get its breath weapon back, but we will teleport to... That's fun. Winkle, what would you like to do, sir?
No, it's not fun.
What would you like to do, Mr. Winkle?
I want to move right there.
Very well. Lauren?
I'm going to dash to right there.
Okay. Twilight?
So, Twilight, after being scolded by his wife for moving way too far, will only move to right about there. Not his full movement, to allow her to catch up properly.
All right.
And we'll we'll still maintain that spell.
Cool.
Prepared for it to go off.
The dragon will teleport once again. Covet? What would she do?
Quite pleased at the scolding that she has given her husband, will move her full movement to there, not quite catching up to Twilight, but close enough, and will still keep her Ultra Blast at the ready.
Good. Ayla?
Ayla's going to move to here. And I think that's it.
Not gonna dash?
Maybe that's a good idea. That's 30, 40, 50. No, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There we go. That's good.
Cool. Eowyn?
It's Lauren, you picked up a healing point.
Thanks.
Trying to think. Mm. I'm gonna use the dash to move up to here.
Okay.
And you picked up a healing point also. Eowyn.
There.
As Eowyn ends their turn, we go to the dragon's turn. I'm going to try to recharge the breath weapon. Not get that back, but we will teleport behind you.
Thank goodness.
As we appear behind you, we roar and are going to surge forward. After my intelligence saving throw, the range for that? Checking.
120 feet.
120 feet. Yep. All right. Intelligence saving throw against the spell. Get 10. I will use his third legendary resistance. That's his final one.
They'll take half of 25.
All right. 12. We will surge forward.
And covets. I'll just blast one.
Understood? All right. And she will deal 20 plus 24 be 44, 44 plus 25 be 69.
Plus the head.
That's total with the hex.
Yeah, he added the hex in there.
Okay.
Then we surge forward and we will fly the 80 feet to here. Whoa. As we get to here, we're going to make our last stand. We're not going to use any more crystals. Why do you need to? Got all of you right where I want you. So we're going to attack either Winkle or Covet or Twilight. I have all three of you in range. 1d3. Number 3. Lady Covet von Sin. It's not even here. For when I claw at her once, 28 to slash her for 13 damage. 13
That
damage.
hit.
A second claw tears at her with a 21.
That also hit.
And then we bite down with the giant crystalline teeth, crunching her for an additional 35 damage.
Yeah, that also hits.
All right. So 31 plus 35 be 66 damage. Right?
Yeah, she's not happy about that.
But she shouldn't be. Mr. Boinkle, the dragon is in your face. What would you like to do?
Okay, if I move, does it have an attack? to take it?
Yes.
Okay, great axe time.
Great axe time. Understood. The 22 cuts the dragon for 12 damage. The 15 glances off into the ground. And the 25 cuts deeply. The dragon's blood pours freely across the ground. Anything else?
I'm looking. Give me a second. Can I do a horns strike?
An orange strike?
Horns.
Horns.
I'm horny.
Horned.
You have to charge for that,
You're what?
unfortunately. The hammering
Oh.
horns. Yep.
Okay. Nope. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Actually, I was wrong. You could, but to do so, you would have to run under the dragon to this point here.
Okay. Oh, hell no.
Okay. There is a way to do it, but... All right, at the end of Winkle's turn, we're going to use a legendary action to claw at one of the people within reach. That's going to be Covet.
Again?
Covet is going to suffer 14 slashing damage as the crystalline claws rend her flesh while the player is AFK. Great. It's Lauren. It's your turn.
All right, it's 25 and 30, and attack.
Great. As you smash the dragon once and twice. Uh-oh, here we go. So, we're going to start with 15 damage from the first attack. And then an additional 14 from the second. And then a critical strike comes in. And that's going to deal 13 plus 3, so 16 damage.
Yep, and then I will smite. Is it's taking radiant damage at all? Then might as well get something out of it.
Understood?
And we'll look up to go up to 4th level with this. We got a lot of 4th level slots available. So this is for just the basic radiant damage on every attack, and this
Understood.
is the smite. 5. Yeah.
Understood. So 12 plus 63 would be 75. 75 cut in half would be 37.
Yep.
Excellent. The dragon roars due to the smite. Your strikes are hitting hard. But is it hard enough? Anything else?
I'll stay right here.
All right. The dragon is going to tear at one of the 4 people in range, being Islaren. 18 does not harm you.
Nope.
Mr. Twilight's Call.
Twilight is absolutely livid watching his bride being just ravaged by this dragon, and he will unleash the final whisper at the 8th level on this dragon.
Whoa.
Okay. Whisper of the final call. 3 thin green ray. This is Disintegrate.
It is.
Awesome. The dragon's dexterity saving throw with no legendary resistances or magical resistance. Just the first number here. Be a natural 1. The disintegration ray blasts it, dealing 91 force damage. Wow.
Wow.
Excellent. Anything else, Mr. Twilight's Call?
Leave my wife alone.
Dragon roars as sections of it crumble away. Anything else, sir?
As a bonus action, he will give his wife a potion of healing as greater off of his potion belt.
All right. How about you recover 16 hit points? And at the end of Twilight's turn, anything else, sir? Any movement? Like to move away from the dragon?
I will stay right there.
Very well. The dragon is going to attack Covet Von Sin with its claws as the legendary action. Lady Von Sin, the crystalline figure, with an 18 will tear at you, dealing 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
Then we go to your turn as the lair will not activate against anyone.
Okay. I've got a question.
Yeah, I saw.
I have a question.
What's your question?
I have this really cool special thing called Hurl Through Hell.
Uh-huh.
And do I have to actually attack it first, or do I...
Can I get you to display it, please?
I'm just wondering on the mechanics.
I don't recall.
I'm not trying
Can I get you
to...
display it? Let's see here.
Yeah.
You haven't killed it yet.
Okay, I missed that. Okay. For some odd reason, I missed the... It has to kill. Has to be killed.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Okay, so... Fine.
Fine.
Okay, so
That's fine.
for... Yeah, fine.
A 4-letter word, if ever
So
anyone's
she's...
heard it.
So for bonus action, she is going to drink a potion of healing, of greater
Sure.
healing.
Okay.
Okay. Still gets me out. Okay. And then you will see that she gets very, very upset. And she is going to... Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay. Twilight has seen her only do this a couple of times in the years that they have been married, but she is going to... Her fingers are going to get longer. They are going to kind of turn black. They're going to kind of turn into claws. Her eyes kind of turn black a little bit, and she's going to put primal savagery upon herself and attack the dragon.
Oh. Ayla's been granted inspiration. Your primal savagery.
Thank you.
A 21
21?
slashes the dragon as the acidic claws tear at the crystals. Dealt 16 damage.
Just kind of crappy.
Deep gouges form there. Anything else, Covet?
No, because that is the best that she can do at the moment. Okay, so I need to know, just because I stepped away for a few minutes, what auras am I currently in at the moment?
You're an aura of healing, circle of power, and circle of protection.
Okay, so Circle of Power does what?
If you make a saving throw,
Advantage
you'll
on
take no
saving throws.
damage.
You have
Okay.
advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects, including this dragon's breath weapon.
Okay, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay right where I am. Okay.
Okay. We go to Ayla Taylor. What would you like to do?
Okay, number one, everybody picks up 1 point of healing from my healing aura. And then I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Covering 12 hit points to everyone.
Hang on. Move this way just a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, down. I think that's the right.
As you leave the circle of power,
Yeah, but I'm away from him.
sure. All right. Eowyn, what would you like to do?
I want to move here and use the sword on it.
Very well. The dragon slaying longsword comes out. The 24 with the dragon slaying longsword going to hit the dragon. I have to go read the dragon slaying longsword. I need 3d6 additional because you hit a dragon.
D6?
Yes, 3 additional d6. Alright, so you dealt 19 damage with the dragon slaying longsword. Big hit. Awesome. Anything else from Eowyn?
Bonus actions are attacks.
Okay. Then we go to the dragon's turn. We're going to try to recharge our breath weapon. Everyone lined up perfectly here. Dragon gets its breath weapon back.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. The dragon, opening its jaws, will unleash a cone of radiant energy that will blast all 6 of you. As the crystalline surfaces of the walls reflect it back and forth, I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw of a DC 22 for 51 radiant damage. Within the circle of power, you have advantage. Winkle, you're fine because you're next to a Slarin. Eowyn, if you want to use your inspiration for that third roll, Eowyn, you can get it.
Yeah, I prefer to.
Very well. Okay.
I don't know why it's rolling so much.
Everybody's dice is showing on everybody's board.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a problem with D&D Beyond. Thing. May need to
That
turn
is known,
off-
and they are working on it.
You may have to turn off the dice rolling on D&D. But Ayla, you're not in the circle of power. You don't have the circle
No.
of protection. You're going to
No.
suffer 51 radiant damage.
Yeah. And I don't seem to be able to roll anything higher than this, so.
She's being nerfed.
He's being nerfed. Right, everyone else saved against this and takes no damage. Right. Well, that's when we go to Bwinkle's turn.
Twinkle yells, chop, chop.
And with the 25, the Great Axe cuts deeply, dealing 16 damage. 17 glances off. And a critical strike from Bwinkle
Ouch.
will deal 23 points of damage. All right.
They have dragon burgers instead of Twinkle burgers.
Anything else, Bwinkle? Are you running away you'd like to do?
Yeah, but then it gets to attack me. Now
Yes.
stay right there.
If you stay there, it could also attack as a legendary action.
Oh, so it could attack me with.
I'm going to be
legendary
attacking
action?
regardless as soon as you end your turn.
It'll be attacking. It'll be attacking someone.
Well, I'm gonna move then.
Smash.
Right there.
As you leave its reach, it's going to bite at you with its opportunity attack, critically striking you.
Of course.
All right. So, Winkle, this is going to deal 41 piercing plus 24 radiant for a total of 55 damage to Winkle. As this
I'm
thing
not
bites
dead.
down directly through his armor, the teeth meet through his flesh, as the Boinkelberger falls unconscious.
No,
No?
You
How many hit
spoke
points
too
do you have?
soon.
I got 71 current.
Okay. He's still there then.
Yeah,
All right.
maybe a little munched.
How?
Very munched. All right. Do you want to move away further?
No,
Okay.
I like where I am. I like the protection.
It's Lauren.
Okay. I am going to drink that potion of growth now.
Okay. I forgot to take my legendary action. Oh well. But, potion of growth. Understood.
Right. So if the rest of you get behind me, then it should. Then I do have the size to block it for now. So I will take 2 swings. Very-
18 does not harm it. 27 does, dealing a total of 14 damage. The butt end of the
And I get-
polearm.
I don't get the butt end because I use my bonus action to drink the potion, but I do get the D4 from the enlarge effect
Understood?
as a damage.
Got it. Cool. Alright. Anything else, this Lauren?
Nothing else.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my claw attack against one of the 4 people in range. Number 2, Twilight! It likes you.
It does.
As I will tear at your skin, dealing 11 damage.
That hurt.
What would you like to do, Twilight?
So, since I used my 8th level spell, I will see how it enjoys a 7th level spell of the never-ending parasitic eternal melody of the damned.
Alright. Intelligence saving throw. I do not have any more legendary resistances. I have 19.
I will use my silvery barbs on this one.
You're taking advantage
Burning
to
my
whom?
reaction. Myself.
Very well. The re-roll is just the first number here, which is a 12. Alright.
This is a song that doesn't end. Yes, it
And
goes
now
on
that he
and
is
on, my
stunned,
friend.
Yep.
here's where it gets fun. Action surge.
Okay.
And then I will use my bow.
Okay.
And we'll take 2 shots.
Alright.
And we'll use a flourish with the first one, pushing him back a distance from the group based on the die roll. So first shot.
Okay. The 22
that
pierces
did
it.
not-
22 pierces it.
Yes. So the die roll for the mobile flourish. Let me get to it.
We have a flourish there already, the 4? That's for masters.
That's for masters.
Understood.
Oof. So it's a that was a 1 on the D10. Ouch.
Yep. Okay. And does he get a strength saving throw against that?
Let me pull it.
Or are you moving him 1 foot?
It's 5 plus.
Understood. And you
So
use-
mobile flourish. It's 5 foot plus 1.
Okay.
It's 5 foot plus the die roll.
Cool. Alright. So he moves 5 feet back.
Yes.
All right.
And second shot. I can't push him any further. I only get one flourish die.
Second shot also strikes him, dealing 14 damage. Oh, and plus sharpshooter, 24.
Yes. Sharpshooter should have applied to the first one as well.
Very well.
And
Good.
that is it.
After Twilight, Blair fires off Covet. What would you like to do?
Okay.
He's stunned, by the way, so it should have all sorts of damage.
Okay. So with all right. So my my empowered hex should still be active, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to do Eldritch Blast on him.
You want to move away first, or do you want to do?
I'm gonna. He has no reaction, so I can do it here. So I can move away. Actually, ha ha ha. I'm gonna just take a step back. So to there, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. First hit.
Blasts him, dealing 15 damage, plus 10.
Plus 10.
25.
Hit number 2.
Dealing
17.
17 damage. Awesome.
17.
Indeed.
I'm just giving you damage.
Yes, ma'am. Dragon is now at 53 hit points. Those who like to keep track. Anything else, Covet? Oh, a third strike?
25.
Fourth. Understood. 25 damage there. Got it. I'm at 28 hit points. Anything else, Miss Von Sin?
Light him up, my friends. Light him
Right.
up.
Light 'em up.
Yeah.
Ayla, what would you like to do?
Well, she's going to back up a little bit, give everybody a hit point. Just one, but it's a hit point.
All right.
As I don't have anything that can hurt him, I will cast Mass Healing Word again.
Okay. Everyone
Everybody-
recovers 17 more hit points.
That just doubled me.
All right. Anything else, Ayla?
No, well, I'll stay right here.
Eowyn, you have a dragon slaying longsword. This thing is stunned. What would you like to do?
If it's done, is it always flanking, or is there a way to flank?
You always have
It's an
advantage
advantage.
against its stunned, so all you have to do is walk up and attack it. You'll have advantage.
Okay. I'll remember these things someday.
I should have checked for crit on all of mine.
Check. Should check to see for advantage.
So, reroll that, Eowyn, because you have advantage. With a 27, Eowyn, you're going to strike it, dealing 7 points of damage, plus 3d6. So, on 3d6, you need 21 in order to kill it. Can't get there, so it'll live through this attack, but let's get those 3d6. Additional 4 damage. 6. Ouch. All right. Anything else, Eowyn?
No, I got the stab. It's I'm good now.
All right. It becomes the dragon's turn. The dragon is stunned. It's okay, Covet. At this point, we will get there.
Yeah.
The dragon's going to try to recharge its breath weapon, which it does not need to act to do. did not get its breath weapon back, and then at the end of its turn, you're trying to make that intelligence saving throw to stop being stunned. It is no longer stunned.
Does that actually work that way? I thought it's to the end of my turn.
I thought it was until it made the saving throw. No,
Check the.
it's your next turn. Understood. It's still stunned. All good. Cool. We'll hide that roll. Understood. It's only for one turn.
Start of
Understood.
your next turn.
Yep. Cool. All right. Winkle. You're up.
It's time.
Can you deal
time to-
17 damage, sir?
Well, we're going to use my accurate shot.
You left it with 2 hit points, Winkle. And as the final arrow sails true right through its eye, it dies as the arrow enters its brain and the dragon collapses in a shower of shards.
Can Winkle go over and dance on it?
Can. Considering he has hooves and not
Dance, 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 dance.
Does Winkle turn around when he's dancing? Does he rotate?
I like the Uno reverse.
So he does do the
Shall I
no reverse?
demonstrate?
So this is a DDR. This is a Dance Dance Revolution.
No, do it, Kathy. Do it, Kathy.
That's the official.
Yes, that is the dance.
That's the official dance. Awesome. Cool.
He's been known to do that in the Auburn University Stadium, and everybody in the section picked it up and started doing it too.
Awesome. Cool. So, as the dragon is dead, we can exit initiative.
I do want to harvest whatever it was that was causing that radiant breath weapon.
You can certainly try. Can I get you to roll a survival check with a DC of 20? Twilight, you recover the dragon breath gland. It's dragon. And you can go ahead and make a note. Radiant energy. That might be useful in the future.
Can I get a few
You
of the
know what I
scales?
just discovered? This is called not reading things. I just discovered I'm resistant to force damage.
Yes, we didn't deal any force damage, though.
I know, not this time, but I have received it in the past. And
Yep.
You wanted scales off of this thing?
Yep.
It
I
has
don't know
Yeah.
how many
crystals.
harvest attempts I have off of this. It's more crystals
Well,
than scales.
it's like more of like the ones that have fallen off from the big hits.
Sure, you can grab some. Grab some of those shattered crystals.
I was going to say the
Okay.
crystals might be interesting to have.
If nothing, even if it's just like little pieces, she would want them to be to have made into a necklace or earrings or something like that.
There's enough here if you guys manage to roll a high enough survival check that someone, not saying anyone specific, but someone could bedazzle a dress or a suit of armor with and have a crystalline
That's
dragon outfit.
I would love somebody's help on this.
It would absolutely help you with that.
I will too. I'll
Same
walk
here.
around.
What do we need
I
to
need this.
Survival check.
Okay,
All right. Do you want me to harvest enough stuff to make a crystalline dragon suit of armor?
I get survival.
All right. I am going to cast guidance on myself on this one, and then I will do survival rolls on this one as well.
This is not the dragon you're looking for. All right, with a 34 plus a d4, but with a 36, Twilight, you will get enough for 2 outfits.
Wow.
Because we need to make an impact when we go into a showing.
For the record, this effect is only good enough for decoration, but you have enough to make a very elaborate outfit. In the meantime, it is going to cost you 100 pounds of weight.
I'll
The
put that
moose
in
can
the
hair. The moose
I
can
can
hair.
put. I've got the bag of holding here.
For those who
We
couldn't see
still
the webcams, Covet just ran over and gave him hugs
and
because of
big
the
old
style.
kisses.
Can I stab it now?
Yes, you can.
Let me get my crystals first.
I don't wait.
Your husband's already got them. And look around on the floor.
Stab it. Stab it.
No. And we'll just stab at it as revenge for earlier.
So I've got 100 pounds of dragon crystal bedazzle costume augmentation.
Could walk into a Shelly and be like, "Take that, Tatiana. I am wearing dragon scale. Yes, the other
So I've
dragon
got
killed."
2 outfits. So this is going to be matching.
Matchy matchies?
Okay.
His and hers.
Understood?
I'm going to move over here by the moose. And I'm going to cast Power Word Heal on him.
What's the word?
Heal.
Oh, I thought it was going to be doghouse.
Do we have to include the first part?
Heal.
Or is it? Oh, the word is heal, like come.
Yes. And so that gives him what? 75 points of healing? Isn't that what it is? Let me look it up. Oh, no, he regains all his hit points. Yeah.
Outward heal. Target regains all his hit points.
Thank you, my love.
Perfectly
It's
healthy.
okay.
All his negative effects are gone. If it's prone, he can use its reaction to stand up. Yep. Winkle is.
But we're going to have a nice long talk when we get.
Oh boy.
Somebody, hey,
You're completely healed. Get up there and sit.
She leans over to Aowen and says, "Those kinds of talks are never good."
It kind of did it to himself.
Can we get out of this cave now?
I was kind of. It may be safer for me in here.
What was the name of this dragon? How do we spell
put the
it?
name
I'm sorry.
Chaikig the Insane.
Yeah, I just. There we go.
I was thinking we made a camp here.
And we don't know what's outside. We know everything's dead in here.
Every good dragon's got a horde.
That's true.
Let's walk through and see if we can find it. As Lauren went that way with her very powerful aura, I'm going that way.
What I will do, I'll give you guys a lot of time. Will the dynamic lighting up? Oh. No.
I don't see the horde location.
That's because this dragon was
Standing on the
insane.
board?
Not keep a horde.
What?
Remember checking the insane?
An alias Praying Man.
No fun.
But because you guys asked so nicely last time, I will also do this fun thing of revealing the locations of all the rotation numbers. Let's go.
I did notice one or two of them had it on them.
Well,
I was putting them on.
12 did.
Ayla was, or Islard was marking them in black so I wouldn't see them.
Not,
And there was
not there was no
no, there
particular
was some
choice
in
for the
blue,
color.
actually.
It was dark blue because that's Duke blue.
I believe this is where we say boo.
Well, I had
Aw.
figured them out in my head. I just didn't say anything. So, come on, Winkle.
Winkle, if you get left behind and die, that's your fault. I'm not coming back after you.
So as you
Rip the
guys
familiars that didn't last very long.
as you guys emerge from the cave, this is what the terrain outside there looks like. Do you want to come out into this, or do you want to take your rest before going out there?
We need to rest before we go out there.
Yeah, let's rest before we go out there.
I would say maybe at the entrance so you can see out, but
Sure.
nothing's going to come in and get us because they're scared.
I can use the tiny hut.
You have a tiny hut?
I
Why
know.
don't you get a tiny hut?
I've had the tiny hut,
right here.
and I will do my best to make it where it looks like the rock. And it's done as a ritual. We're gonna be in very tight quarters. So it's a 10-foot radius, so 20 feet in diameter. It's gonna be tight, but we can fit ish.
What do we do about this one?
She's giant.
I can't fit in. Well, publishing will wear off after 2 hours, but until then, I actually can't fit into the tiny hut, so I'll just lay
I
down
can
outside of
wait.
it.
I can wait to cast.
Between,
I can wait to cast it until you're ready.
I'm fine either way. Like I could I would just let my bedroll on the side of the cave where the tiny hut is between me and the exit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She'd probably be just fine there.
Okay. But I will have it camouflaged and all the things.
Very well.
I'm gonna cast Circle of Power into my Ring of Spell Storing.
Understood.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do find familiar as well to bring back absinthe when we get up in the morning.
Okay.
Because I don't think he wants to be in this tiny hut with all of us. So just in the morning.
Yeah, he technically can't enter it
As
once
rich.
it's cast.
So long rest.
Take a long rest. inside this tiny dome. Comfort, safety. While you're in there,
After we've
all
taken,
sprites will come to the edge of the dome and look curiously at it. They won't do anything, but the small, thorny individuals will poke at it several times before running away into the darkness.
And they were what?
All sprites.
Okay. I just missed that word.
All good.
as I can look through the tiny hut, is this the edge of the vines?
It is.
Hey guys, I think this is the edge of the vines. Remember, this place is dark and evil and mysterious and obviously thorny. We need to be on our guard.
When can I use or attempt to gain an additional charge from the mansion?
At dawn,
Okay.
however,
If you get the right idea, Sloan.
however, your tiny hut lasts for 8 hours, not 24.
Yes, it was never 24. It was just
You won't get to dawn yet. In fact, you guys will get to the middle of the night when the dome fades.
even with waiting for Aslarin's
Yep,
thing
that's
to
only
wait
10
up.
hours. The dome fades right around 1 a.m.
Great.
The middle
And
of
I'll
the night
bring back,
in the vines.
I'll bring back Alistair as well.
Well, I can recast it for another 8 hours if we want. It's ritual.
I know this. I don't think I want to go traipsing through the vines in the dark
Want you to.
because it's a dark, evil place.
I can do.
It's the worst that could happen.
Ask Winkle.
Okay, good point.
Yeah, I can cast it again. I don't see any issue with it. I'm looking at the spell itself. I don't, because I'm doing this ritually. I don't see it being a problem.
Want to do another dome?
I'm actually going to do an Arcana check on it, just in
Sure.
case, just to make sure.
You can do another
23.
Arcana check. However, you can't take a second long rest. You guys will be bored for another 7 hours.
Are y'all cool with that? If I cast it again?
Could set a tree on fire to pass time.
Yeah, I'm cool with it because I need to talk with a certain moose.
What?
And we all have to be here for it.
I'll be very, very
If you're gonna,
quiet because the madder I get, the quieter I get, and I'm pretty furious.
G Merrick will be back in 90
at that
seconds.
point,
Be right back.
she leans over to Twilight and says, "You got any popcorn? This is gonna be fun to watch."
I'm gonna make some.
Popcorn. You're gonna make popcorn out here, of all places.
Sit an expression as she pulls out a ration.
Actually,
Winkles over in the corner and pulls off his intelligent headband. Said, "No use wasting this."
And I'm going to whisper in his ear, put that damn thing back on because you sure as hell weren't using it in the cave.
Yes, my little snuggums.
You do want to die again, don't you?
Oh no, my little honey bun.
Yeah. I have a rolling pin in my pack.
Never mind.
What were you thinking about running off by yourself?
I heard you were in trouble. Nobody was back there, so I went to help. Just didn't end up where you were.
You went to help?
Well, that was the thought. You were by yourself and being attacked by that thing. And if it was anybody going to die from it, it would be me, not you.
Well, you did die.
Proved my point.
You never go anywhere by yourself in a situation like this. You were with people. You should have taken someone with you.
You can't use the crystals and take someone with you.
And you used the crystals and ended up with the dragon on your face, literally.
Got him away from you.
I can heal myself. You can't, twit.
Need more health potions. Okay.
Don't you ever do anything like it again.
Yes, my sweetie lumpkin.
At which point, I'm going to get up and kick you in the face.
You use that prosthetic leg that's enchanted to be extra hard.
Yeah.
As the runic leg smacks you in the face, can I get an unarmed strike from Miss Ayla?
Yeah, as soon as I find it. There it is. Oh, God.
Does a 19 hit you, Winkle?
Almost.
As you impact but do not harm him.
You make me so mad. Did it ever occur to you what it would do to me if you were killed?
That's why I went to save you.
That doesn't answer my question.
Oh, she doesn't know.
He doesn't know that it
I can heal myself.
You're
You
mad.
cannot.
Hmm.
We just reestablished relationships with your parents. You've got a great relationship with my parents. Did it never occur to you what would happen to any of us if you weren't around?
Nope.
Well, you need to use that headband and think about it.
1,000.
I didn't
1,000?
say to count.
Well, I'm thinking about it. 3 1,000.
4 1,000.
I wonder if it hurts.
Is he not dead yet?
I really don't know. Do you want to take bets on whether it hurts?
Small burning.
I
Eowyn, is
heard
that you?
that. What?
Yeah, that's not Eowyn. I think that's Bwinkle's brain.
Okay, time to go
Here's
to
some
sleep.
popcorn.
I keep forgetting it has one.
According to the band of intellect, he does.
I'm going to sleep.
Night night, love. I'll
You
keep
just
an eye
you
on.
just stay over there.
Yes.
I'm
sweetie.
mad at you, and you better be careful. Because I'm smart without the headband.
Oh, we're talking Winkle burgers.
Maybe.
With cheese?
No. I was thinking maybe Winkle Cordon Bleu.
Ooh.
Stuffed, battered, and fried.
Good night, everybody.
So
Night night, my little sugar dumplings.
okay. So about the beds.
I reach into my bag and grab my mace and pull it out and lay it by my blanket. One more name. One more name. And I pet the mace.
Winkle looks, smiles, and goes, "Well, I'm not dead yet." So I go over by the door and lean up again, sit down and lean up against it to go to sleep.
So, while you guys are in the tiny hut, can I get perception checks?
I can't roll anything above a 12. Damn.
I have 29.
Awesome.
Crit.
So,
I got a 4. Yep, typical Winkle.
right. So,
Me and Aslarn see everything.
That's
Ayla
okay, I'm
and
so
Winkle have
mad.
been having their fight. The rest of you will notice that the trees and vines up ahead are moving. And not just swaying in an unfelt breeze, but their roots are shifting. They are literally moving around, changing the path constantly.
All the more
Aslarn, did you
important
see
for
that?
us to did. All the more important for us to stick together. If I envision
I
a
mean,
future where path changes and cuts us off from each other.
that being said, I wonder. I got this spell thinking this might come in handy, but at the same time, I don't think it's far enough.
What spell is it?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Eowyn, you've been granted
Thanks.
It's called Rory's Telepathic Bond. And I will display it. Maybe that could be useful. I mean, it's for an hour. And it's a ritual, so I would have to recast it every hour. But then we also have the sending stones, remember?
True.
There are some people, and Twilight looks over at Winkle, that I really don't want in my head. think I could handle the static white noise.
Well, then you will have to deal with that. Because this is the type of thing that could have helped us in the cave, and I think will help us in situations where we could get cut off from each other going forward. I'm certain that you can come up with a song that is appealing enough to your own mind that you can use it to block out any unwanted thoughts.
And I can almost guarantee that you don't want to be in my head.
I will deal with
Dirty.
that.
Yeah, we really could have used this in the dragon's lair.
But it's only good for, a certain distance.
Yeah, I
Any
got
distance.
that.
30 range, 30.
I thought that was
No,
Sure.
the
fast.
communication once established is over any distance.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just you have to be within 30 feet when you cast it. So, like, by the time we knew we needed it, like I don't think we all got together until the very end. But
Yeah, I think you're right.
but like if we plan for it going forward, like you just cast it once and then like this is something we use on Wednesdays a lot. So that because we split the party very frequently. So,
When you guys remember.
yes. We do sometimes also forget and also split the party. So I recommend we don't forget.
That's probably
don't
the
split the
best
party.
recommendation we've had today.
I think privacy is the last thing that matters, and we should just focus on being able to stay together.
I mean, I can cast this spell anytime that we need. It's just a ritual. It's not like I'm expending spell slots. These are rituals. So I can do this as many times as I have the components for it. Which I've kind of been hoarding components for this one, which is kind of nice.
You have eggs?
Except that.
Considering those are the components?
It just says eggs. I thought there were more to it than that. Okay. So she's gonna start looking for like bird
Except
eggs.
that. We're ignoring any components
that.
below 100 gold, so we don't need to do that in this campaign.
Okay, good. Good thing.
Love the fact that I've got all the components, except for the components.
Except for those. Holy smoke. Okay.
That's a verbal and somatic component.
It sounds like a
I've had them
Winkle.
since the dragon's horn.
Never
Sounds
said
like
they
a-
were fret.
Oh,
Winkle. Hey, that sounds like a Winkle-ism.
it does sound like Winkle.
A new term.
I think we had enough of those.
Yep.
He pulled a blink.
I already figured out my song I want to sing when we are all together.
Oh, please don't. Leave that to the professionals.
If you start that, either one of those that you were singing a while ago, you were going to be deader to me.
Winkle, how have you survived this long?
Well, we showed up and prevented him from being sacrificed.
But he
I
didn't
need.
act like this with his parents.
How did he even get to this point? How?
We showed up and saved his life.
Before that, how did he survive before that?
He was banished from his village.
Did
you-
you remember how we got him? I mean, he was going to be sacrificed.
I mean, how
I
can
understand.
someone this
How do you-
lacking in neurons and intelligence altogether survive this many years?
And
He
keep
met
saving
How
him.
did he get to that point?
Oh,
But my thing is that he didn't act like this when he was with his parents. He acted like he had a modicum of sense.
That's because he had the band of intellect.
The height of his opposition was the moose chucks.
yeah, they're easy to cut in half.
But we don't want to do that anymore.
Oh, moose chucks are friends, not
Hey,
food.
That's right. Ayla, I love this sketch that I kind of did for um Twilight and myself with
Yeah.
these scales. Do you think this is possible? And she, I put it in Discord, but she shows it over to you.
Oh, Twilight, you're so pretty.
Oh, yeah. That can be done quite easily.
You think so?
Yes, I think that's very possible.
You think that Queen Tatiana would like that?
She would be
I mean,
very
it's all
much,
sorts of different colors.
she would be very much out of fashion if she didn't like it. That is an eternal fashion right there. That's just a real strength fashion statement there. And that just never goes out.
I
So
think
yeah, that's great.
I think they look pretty.
Do you have the ruby for the center?
That's what it's from as she pulls out some of the shards that Twilight has taken. He's like, I think that these will work.
Honey, those aren't shards. Those are actual crystals, and they are rubies.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, those are gorgeous. That will definitely work. Yeah. We can get this done by the time, I think by the time we get to Ishelion.
We just have to work on it every night during our downtime.
Mm-hmm. And I can help
Yeah.
if you don't mind teaching me. I can do basics.
Oh,
at least let me.
Yeah. Y'all could probably do the crowns and the shoulders quite easily. But yeah, that's magnificent. I like it. What
I'll
do y'all?
use my leather working capability.
Maybe it's Lauren.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need that for the waist.
With some of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Lauren. We may need some of
Is
these
Lauren?
polished, and I think you could do that quite easily.
Or helping us facet them.
I think this is perfect.
Making
Yeah,
a
we can do that.
Making a statement for court is going to be a thing.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Especially with the parents. And she
I
puts
still
her
have
hands
my court clothes as well, so
I'll need a longer loincloth.
why?
The loincloth. Oh boy. Twilight. We're gonna have to do something.
Did we have to go there?
He has a loincloth. They look. He has a loincloth, is Lauren. It's not gonna work.
He's always had a loincloth, darling. He just wears
I know,
armor.
but in the material plane it's one thing, in the Fey realms it's different. Oh.
But he's always worn it under his armor.
He has armor?
He's got his plate on.
Oh, he's got his plate on. Okay. Okay. Take that back. So, she's like looking, but discreetly, but not really looking at the same time because she doesn't want to piss off her husband. Is he wearing a codpiece?
Budbeast. Remember, take care of your loincloth. Your loincloth may save your life one day. Didn't work too well this time.
Nope. We didn't use the loincloth properly, apparently.
Maybe that's why he needs a longer one.
But do you mind if I grab some diamonds out of the bag?
Sure.
Place the
There should be
ones that
plenty.
I use.
Do we need to redistribute anything out of the party inventory? Since evidently the moose is out of potions.
Yeah, that's true. I never put the potions in properly, to be honest.
Yeah, let's handle that one now while we're thinking about it, please.
Okay, so we have 1 unstable healing potion and 8 potions of healing that are superior.
I'll just take 2 of the potions of superior.
Okay, go ahead and add those to your inventory, and I'll remove them from the party inventory.
Put them on your potion belt. So that we don't run into an issue in the future.
So in the last little bit of us resting before we head out, Covet is going to do something she hasn't done in a while. And she's going to pull out her sketchbook and her charcoals. And hold them in her hand and just be like, this is home. Maybe I can try again. And she sits facing the vines and begins to sketch. Sketching the trees, the vines, the creek in the middle. What looks to be skeletons, bodies. Every little detail that she can. And she's going to try to capture it as best as she possibly can. And what would I need to do? A performance check for that?
Yes, please. Or sleight of hand. Your choice.
Performance. 21.
Very loyal depiction.
And she leans over once she's satisfied and looks at Twilight and says, I haven't done this in a long time. I had lessons when I was a kid, but what do you think?
Hadn't seen you drawn like that in quite some time.
It always brought me a sense of calm. I haven't done it with all of our travels in the last, I want to say 6 months to a year. I think that when I had those dreams and Absinthe was troubled, for lack of a better phrase, it scared me to capture any of it. but I'm home and maybe
We're not home yet.
our realms, but it gives me I guess, a chance to, I guess, settle? Is that the right word?
Could be.
Um, I'd like to see if I could sketch a sprite next time they come around. It'd be interesting to see if I could capture that. Because so little is known about about the vines.
I would ask Alistair Twist if he knew anything about this next section of the Fey Realms, about the moving trees and the moving vines.
Alistair would not.
Okay.
He has never been in the. But as the dawn breaks, the vines will pull aside, and a presence makes herself known just after the tiny hut. Hello, traveler. Why are you?
We were told that we needed to pass through this way.
Going where? And who told you?
We're going to Oshelian, and we were told by book you.
Shelley. You come from cave. Go to a Shellion through the Bitterwood. True. You thought simply to pass through without asking for permission.
We knew who to ask, then we'd have the conversation. Are you the one to ask?
I am.
Then may we pass through?
Why should I let you? Right now, you are prey. My pets truly desire much to be had in you.
The dragon that last thought us prey is now soon to be a costume to adorn our clothes for the courts of Ashalion. I really don't think your pets would want the same treatment. I'd much rather us be friends than opposites.
You threaten Yavia.
Of course not. I merely converse and request permission to pass through.
But why should I let you? Just because you slew the dragon I drove from my inhabitation in order to prevent the rock creatures from coming out.
So we did you a favor, which
No,
means that you owe
the
us...
spores will now come through the crystal cave. Cause me an inconvenience.
Why are your people hungry?
Life grows. Life consumes. Hunger is what drives all of us. Either hunger for power, love, possession, whatever it is, I've seen revenge here in the Bitterwood. Life hungers life.
Does it matter the kind of life?
Generally not. Ariel tilts her
Right.
head slightly. What did you have in?
Do you have problems with the life that comes from shadows?
I don't have a problem. No, my pets gone all.
Do you have any and Covet actually mentally calculates how many days has it been since the portal?
I believe it's been
Two? 3?
two days. Two?
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have problems with beings coming through shadows and traveling through your land without permission?
Oh no. To leave the portals of the after all. Persistent food sources are hard to come by. Oh, why they allow you passing by forest?
For continued food sources for you, for us to make our way to the court of, of Tatiana, for a birthright to be consumed, to be. Hold on. Take that back. Take that back. Take that back. Take that back. Hold on.
I could provide access to another food source.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word. That's the phrasing I was looking for.
Truly, what food source would that be?
I seek to reclaim Chantara Grove that is currently occupied by a rival of mine.
Of Thalia Neville. If you
And
claim that as your birthright, you must be Knight's Call's son.
he is my father.
Would allow me access to Tara Grove.
I would allow you to feed on its current occupants.
In other words, you would allow me to fight your.
I would allow you to fight with us against Thalia.
And what benefit has that for me? All I hear is that I am doing things for you. I gain no benefit in the long run.
You want food. Thalia has food.
And you would drive me away with allies should I set foot in Shara, would you not?
What would you want in return?
I require land, or perhaps furtherance of my own domain, perhaps a favor. After all, I do offer significant amount of difficulty in your aims without my. For you see, you'll have a very difficult time making your way through my wood towards Ashelian Without me opening the way, find yourselves caught in mazes of thorns and bramble for years. Or I could open the way and you could be a Shellian within the day. Why should I help you instead of reason that only benefit?
Because I happen to know one of the most powerful fire mages around who would love nothing more than to set the entire bramble aflame, and right now is currently biting their tongue. It's not a threat, it's merely a statement.
That's a threat. I don't care who you are. That's a threat. GM Eric's going to call BS on that. You just threatened to burn the bramble. That's a threat. And her eyes literally glow.
I don't participate in this.
You dare challenge the bramble. The bramble will regrow, but if you set it aflame, you burn here as the thorns embed themselves in your flesh. Instead of threatening, give me what I want.
What is it that you want?
I've told you. A favor for future redemption. Or a place to expand in the new Shintaran Grove. Have another negotiation. Does not involve threatening in my pet. A reasonable person. Are you? Character?
See, I see.
Y'all need to, out of character, y'all need to come up with something that you're willing to sacrifice that is not going to be comfortable in order to get through here.
And see, I see the cost absolutely way too high. A favor or expansion is way beyond a mere passage through her lands.
That's up to you.
But wait, so okay, this is all out of character,
Sure.
just so we
Sure, we're out of
can
character.
discuss. Okay.
Sure, we're out of character.
All right. So she never said how far the lands, how big the lands have to be. Let's think Faye. We are going by bare minimum. We can give her a foot.
And give her a pot of soil.
Exactly. She didn't say exactly how big. We can give her that. May piss her off later on, but we can give her that. In the most unhospitable area of Shantara Grove, where there is no light and never will be. Because there has to be light for all of this to happen. Now, mind you, it is magical, but
No, Twilight wouldn't do that. He
But
wouldn't
the
give
thing
up
is that
something that he's going to do blood, sweat, and tears for it. Just shaving off pieces of a domain, he's not going to do that.
So you're going to have to come up with something that is equal to that. And a favor is not good because a favor is never.
Again, he's not going to do that either. He doesn't see the balance of it.
So we have to figure out what could it be that makes it balanced. So we're trying to get to a Shellian so we could get to our rival. Who's her rival?
So it's going to get to the point where Twilight's going to make the situation of him being in her forest so unbelievably painful, she's going to beg him to leave.
But then is she going to help
But
us?
she's going to try to divide us up before
Oh,
we
she's
can.
going to beg willingly of leave now, and here is additional incentive to leave.
But she's going to separate us before to do it.
Oh no, not even that.
For the record, we're dealing with an archfey of the Bitterwood. I don't know of any combination of abilities you have at your disposal that can achieve that. I know that there's a big pushback against this level of power, but I'm warning you guys, this is someone you guys need to negotiate with, because this could end with you guys being stuck in this area for years.
And I would also say that you have a bunch of people in your group who are not willing to do destructive, painful manipulation on people just because.
So that's up to you guys
What
to decide how you guys
is
want to
she the
handle it.
archfey of? Okay,
She's the archfey of the Bitterwood. Of this
but
place.
yes, bitter wood, but like in particular, there's usually something specific other than bitter wood.
For her,
Like
it's
you
a
have.
location. She
What is her
controls
name?
this entire forest.
What is her name?
Yavia Bitterwood. Yeah. And all out of character stuff. Not giving you her name.
Okay, so just for me personally, okay? And this is for Covet alone. Could I do a history roll on Bitterwood?
Sure.
And its history kind of situation. See how much she knows.
Sure.
15?
With a 15, the Bitterwood lies beneath Ashelion as both the guards and wards against assault. This is essentially the fortification and military presence of the Fey Realms. This is the army of vines and thorns that cause nothing to be able to get through to the brightness of Ashelion. This is the dark underbelly, the special forces, the ninjas, and darkness that Queen Titania is friends with. This is her counterpoint. There's a yin and yang. Yavia is the yang, her yin. Queen Titania and Yavia get along only because they're both needed. Yavia is beautiful only because Titania has granted her.
Okay,
Thank you.
so with that, would her parents, and as close as they were once to Titania, would she know of Covet's parents? And would they have had a relationship at some point?
Possibly.
You can always ask.
Since we're still out of character, you can always ask. With a 15, I don't think you would have ever seen her before.
But that was for this history of that. Can I do a roll for the noble stuff? Because she would have been in court with her parents.
Sure.
So I will do a history roll for that.
How old was
Covet
when she left?
I want to make this fair. I want to make this fair.
How old was Covet when she left?
27. She was like in her 20s.
Okay. So yes, you would have heard negotiations and dealings about Yavia. As far as having met her, unlikely, but you'll understand the situation that she has Queen Titania's backing. She's the first noble person that you guys are dealing with here in the Fae. Yes, you guys dealt with Bartholomew, but Bartholomew isn't an archfey. The first time that you guys are dealing with, well, you did deal with Stell Brightgrove, but other than Stell, this is a major power player in this environment. This isn't just a monster to be defeated. You're back at the political aspect of the campaign.
She likes
Uh,
beauty, and she likes beauty. What else would she like?
I'd like to ask her in character. You said that dragon we slew was preventing other creatures from coming through.
The sporist seeks to expand always.
Is there any method to perhaps seal the cave in order to at least inhibit them?
I do not want it sealed.
Or at least a pathway where would blockade protect.
What do you propose?
I'm checking something. Hold on.
Sure.
Okay. So, GM, I'm going to ask you
Sure.
a question. And theoretically,
Theoretically, out of
um, yes, just asking the GM and seeing if this is possible, and if so, how long would this take? That sort of thing. Each one of us has a property of the Australian Wayfinder,
huh?
the Druid craft.
Sure.
Could we potentially create a more narrow opening of the cave with the permission of her from the sporist to cover more of the cave, almost like what we could do with like a sleeping beauty situation, cause thorns that somebody would have to cut through to get through to protect to protect the spores, protect the vines and the underground of Ashelion.
Already seen that
Technically, I
she
know
has
she
the
could do it.
capacity to do that.
Right. Right, but it would show that we would be willing to work with her.
Interesting. Basically, you're just going to be doing what she would normally be doing.
She wouldn't have to create the she wouldn't have to put in the effort. Not like there would be a lot of effort on her part, but it could be that it would be
I'm not
something
seeing
that
how that
worked.
would prevent the fungus from coming through, because the spores would go through. You have another way to get through that, possibly, but the idea is she's wanting to expand, doesn't want the place closed. She wants to invade the sporist eventually.
Can we help take her vines through the cave to get to the spores?
That's something you
That
would
would put us in
consider.
a bad fight with Book U though. And Book U's a bad dude. You don't want to mess with him
Don't
too
want to do
much.
that either.
Lots
I'm
of
thinking.
options.
Hold on.
There,
Yeah, lots of options.
are there any favors we could carry out for you and Ashelian if we were able to come to an agreement?
Since we're still out of character, that could
I
be an
want to ask.
option.
I
In
want to ask
character?
that in character.
You want to ask that in character?
I do.
Okay. She looks at you and blinks. Such as what?
Oh, you are connected there. I imagine that you are as well, but perhaps if there are tasks that need to be accomplished that you are not able to attend to personally, that within reason are tasks that you don't want to be seen as being associated with. I do not know what you desire beyond expansion.
And this is out of character. Just remember that offering to do a favor of any form is never a good idea.
Let's say if we are able to come to an agreement.
It's never good.
We're,
Much. But
I haven't
you're a good
like
fae.
been to like bound myself to anything yet. I don't think.
There are good fae out there. They do exist. And think about it for a moment. I would like, well, I wouldn't want to get in any trouble, and I'm not sure you could pull it off. And
Depends on
allow
what it
you
is.
passage in order to escape and without any binding. Well, that puts me in a situation. There is water from the Everfall Cascade that I would like to have.
That's information for the waterfall cascade. What do I know of it?
The Everfall Cascade? Let's go
The
ahead
Everfall.
and do
Well,
this
yeah, that
wonderful thing. Here you go, Covet. We're going to show, just covet that for a moment. It's a beautiful waterfall and pool that has rejuvenating waters. I would like a bottle of water from the Everfall Cascade.
So with that history check, and this is for me, is that place like restricted or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. She's asking you to go to the Papal Fountain and collect a bottle of water. The Vatican.
Okay.
You hear under his breath, I can get in there.
Could you? Whose temple is this for?
Oh, there's no temple. It's the personal bath of Queen Titania. Why does Eric have the image ready for you guys? Why is this content pre-built? Because I try to do my best. So, she's giving you an option. If you guys can send her a bottle of water from the Everfall Cascade, she's willing to allow you guys passage through the Bitterwood on a permanent basis, which I'm sure Twilight would.
Turn to Covet and ask, is something that be negotiated for?
Potentially. But Twilight's convinced that he can get it. And I'm not certain how much effect they have in court now. It's been 180 years since I vanished here. It could be, but it would be very high. I have a feeling I've never been to the baths personally, to her baths, the Everfalls Cascades, but there are rumors of the powers of these waters. And if they are indeed true, they would be most powerful. I'm certain to negotiate the cost would be high. But there doesn't seem to be a time limit either. So, Twilight, is this possible?
It could be done.
I just have a feeling this could come back and bite us. Before we accept anything, though, Covet will look at her and ask, I remember you from when I was much younger in the courts of Ashelion. Do you know what has happened to the Sins?
He smiles. All sin.
Try Von Sin, Kathy. Excuse me, Covet.
Sin, as you know, is the name of one of my parents. And joined together, you have Von Sin. So, what do you know of the Von Sins?
You're the little missing. Isn't this it? Covet Von's my How very delightful. Poor parents, last I heard, were in a Shellian. I don't follow the courtly gossip, but what I know is that they thought you came to me. They way I was tried and convicted. I was punished for your disappearance. You are for an opportunity, my redemption, and my welcome back into Bashellian. Only I return you. Why didn't you say so before, lost girl? I
Because I'm
know,
not lost.
I know Twilight's Call. I know the Shintaran Grove, and I know that he faces an uphill battle to reclaim what he can. But you, you directly are responsible for much of my anguish, and you're the way to get back at the courts simply by letting you through. There's a difference here. I could have fought for power based off of a warlord taking over his lands, gained favor with him, but you, little lost girl, you're the key. I will escort you to Shelley myself. I will present you to Queen Titania, and I will prove them wrong as I return their lost little lamb. And all I need from you is to tell the truth that I did not, that I am not responsible for your disappearance. That's all I ask. Or
Before I agree.
heal the water from the Everfall Cascade.
Before I agree, I do have some questions.
Question.
When I was younger and I had my studies, I would go for walks. And I lost my way. And she looks at her dead in the eye and she is looking for all of the insight and all the things.
Go
Did
ahead.
you have anything to do with it?
Go ahead. Roll your insight check.
I clicked it. I don't know why it's not gone. 26.
26. She's nearly impossible to read. Nearly. However, your question is so broad that she's going to crack a bit of a grin. A few times, yes. but not the last.
Did you help Thalia Neverwhirl open a portal to make me go to the material planes or
She
other
gets
planes?
angry. No, I do not work with that creature.
Good.
You've hit her almost.
I would be insulted if she did. So on that,
You can
we
see
can
the
both
vines
agree.
around you. You can see thorns extending as the vines around this area get angry.
She has caused me more trouble than I care to admit.
Well,
So it is good to know that you do not work with her.
no, we do not work together. So, are we agreed?
Why would you? I have another question. Why would you potentially, if you did, why would you mess with my walks and make me go in ways that I never intended? Why would you mess with that as I try
Smiles
to
at
clear my
you.
mind?
Sometimes, and she's going to lean in and she's going to whisper in your ear. Sometimes the courts of the Fae simply curious and playful. And sometimes parents want their children to grow.
Are you insinuating that my parents asked you to do so?
I am not insinuating anything. He draws back. Are we agreed? You will bear witness that I did not steal you away. Or you can bring me the water from the Everfall Cascade. Those are your choices.
She looks at Twilight, Islarn, Ayla, Winkle, Eowyn.
And what we can do is, if you'd like, can give you a week to think on it, discuss it, and make plans. Or do you want to make the decision right now?
Let me say this right quick, and this is out of character.
Sure.
The obvious thing to some of us is to go up there and tell them that she's innocent. But because that would clear her name, but it would also give her more power and piss off Tatiana. So, yeah, we need to think about this long and hard.
Okay. So
I think
there is a
yeah,
third option,
I
and that
totally
is to
agree, 'cause
montage
there's-
several years wandering through here.
I think that for Covet, and this is out of character, and again, out of character, she would be definitely leaning towards this, but the verbiage would have to be very specific that she uses.
Very well.
Unbelievably specific.
Up to you guys to figure out. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys stew on that for a week. We'll come back next week to explore that. Cool? Awesome.
Cool.
Great. Well, that's where we're going to leave you guys with the decision on how to handle an Archfey. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm always thankful you choose me to be yours. If someone wants to play my games, I'd love to talk to them. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. Please stay safe. We'll be back with the Rift Wardens tonight as they're on the voyage towards Ryport and then towards Enland Point. but they have to deal with some spooky events that are going on aboard their rune-covered ship. Take care and have a wonderful night.